Hello from Myrtle Beach. Today we are at Brookgreen Gardens. It is just south of Myrtle Beach and Murrells Inlet. It is a beautiful botanical garden. They have sculpture exhibits, indoor art exhibits. They also have a Lowcountry zoo, which we're going to show you. They have a big garden. They have flower gardens, but they also have a big vegetable garden. They have tours, they have classes. There's just all kinds of stuff. It's one of our favorite places. I really think it's Myrtle Beach's best kept secret. Hi, I'm Carmen. If you're new here, we cover everything Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area. And if you're a return viewer, welcome back. We are so glad to have you with us. Come on in with us as we explore this beautiful location. We have got wild turkeys crossing right in front of us as we drive into Brookgreen. So this is some of the cool wildlife. It's not a free exhibit because you have to get past the gate, but not even part of the zoo. Pretty neat. There are multiple parking lots here at Brookgreen. There is a separate parking lot for the Lowcountry Zoo, but they do also run a tram. There's also some other parking lots throughout the area. There's parking lots near the garden and another educational center and exhibit. So you can either drive around or you can park, and they do run a shuttle. The shuttle only runs certainn hours, so definitely check that when you get to the zoo. So this is the main entrance, but like I said, there's so many parts to this and it's massive. It's literally just a huge place. So definitely be prepared to walk. We're going to talk about the pricing in a little bit, but the tickets as of now, when you buy a ticket and it's not a membership, meaning like an annual pass, when you buy the tickets are good for 7 days. So if you can't get everything done in one day, because it would actually be hard, even if you're a fast walker, to see everything in one day. You could come back and then continue while you're here on your vacation. So right down there is an exhibit. That exhibit rotates. It's an indoor art exhibit. Straight ahead is a new conservatory that they are building. So they're actually expanding Brookgreen's and adding more. Let's go take a look at one of those signs close up so you can get a better idea of what's coming. They're actually making some quick progress since the point that they announced this. It's going to get loud because of the equipment while they're working. But I just wanted to show you these up close signs of what's coming. Plus we got some beautiful flowers and butterflies to look at while we check out the signs. So that's what the inside is going to look like. And then here's an outside view of what it's going to look like. Pretty massive. Also, right after you come off that main parking lot, right here where these goats are, you've got a gift shop. So it's a pretty good sized gift shop on the inside. You've got all kinds of items to buy. There's different ways you can enter into the gardens. We're going to go straight ahead right now, but this is another entrance into the gardens. Beautiful butterflies and flowers. This is just such a serene and relaxing place. It's so beautiful. We enjoy every single time we come here. We come here a lot. Since we live here, we come here frequently and have a membership so that we can come all the time. It is just really a great place. There are all these little different venues you can go to, like the little garden that is right over here. Got little statues, so throughout there are going to be sculptures all through the garden. So beautiful. As I mentioned, there are just sculptures throughout, everywhere. Over here to the right is one of the restaurants. It is the Harvest Restaurant, and I will put a picture of their menu, but they do have outdoor seating right over here. I'll also show you some of the food that we've gotten. We do have an opinion about the restaurant. It is really good food, but it's a little pricey. That's just our personal opinion. But if you're here for the day, it's not worth driving somewhere else. You might as well just eat here. They also have 2 quick service options. I'll show you their menus as well on the screen here while we're talking about them, but those are more quick service rather than a formal sit down. As I mentioned when we first came in, they do have multiple indoor exhibits. What I didn't mention is that these exhibits rotate. So the next time you come, it might be a different exhibit, and that's a lot of fun. So the scenery changes, the exhibits change on the inside of these galleries. While we're walking through the Botanical Gardens, I want to talk about some of their special events. You might see these lights hanging from the trees right here. They have multiple evening events. In the summer, they have summer art by night, lights by night, and in the holiday season they have a very popular event called Night of 10,000 Candles or 1,000 Candles. Anyway, you get the idea, and that is a beautiful event. Everything lit up here in the park. Wonderful evening event. Tickets do sell out for that, so if you're interested in that, I would definitely jump on buying those online. This is actually one of my favorite areas in the garden. I love the way this tree comes down over the water, and this beautiful sculpture. So nice. Beautiful. Another, I just keep saying that, but it's just so beautiful. The size of these oak trees is incredible. Spanish moss is beautiful. It's just such a gorgeous part of the gardens. As we're walking here, I'm gonna put in a few clips here. They do have, I mentioned, they have specialty tours that are upcharged, so that's not included in your admission. Sometimes they also have a few free tours, especially in the Lowcountry Zoo. They have some animal tours and stuff that are of no charge. Those are only on certain days of the week, so definitely check their schedule online. It's Brookgreen Gardens. You can just Google it and you can pull up their website and then look at their schedule. But they do have multiple tours. They have some that are in like vehicles where they drive you, and then some are also on a boat. We have taken the boat tour a couple of times actually, and I've got some footage of that I will put in here while we're talking so that you can see that, but it's a lot of fun. The tours are relatively inexpensive in the big scheme of things, and if you are a member, you do get a discount on the tours. Got a few turtles up here getting their daily sun. You definitely get to see a lot of wildlife here in addition to what they have in the Lowcountry Zoo. In addition to the sculptures that are out in the gardens, they also have both indoor and outdoor sculpture centers, and they also have a new sculpture facility where I think they're going to have some classes and other things, and that is brand new. What we're showing you today is actually just a tiny fraction of the property here. The total property is about 15.5 square miles. It is huge, so we can't begin to show you all of it. You can literally just get lost in here. It's so big and it's like a maze. It is so much fun just to wander and enjoy all the beauty. There, of course, is some history to this area. It was made up of multiple plantations, so of course there are some sad history behind that. We are looking at the rice fields straight ahead, and there's a self-guided tour that's near the zoo. Unfortunately, some of the audio was not working the last time we did the tour, but you can read some of the placards and signs that tell more of the details, both about the plantations and also about the enslaved who lived here on those plantations. Straight ahead from these beautiful gardens is the old kitchen. That is one of the two sort of quick service or grab and go, whatever you want to call it. But they have some nice tables, beautiful view, nice in the shade of this beautiful tree, and you can get some snacks there as well. This is another option here. This is yoga. Huge yoga class here, and you, as far as I know, this is not an upcharge. Once you pay to get in, or if you're a member, you can just come and do yoga here right in this gorgeous location. Another gorgeous statue or sculpture here, and they actually do maintain these sculptures. We've seen them scrubbing them clean. It's got to be a massive job, but here we've got Pegasus. We have a video on our channel of Huntington Beach State Park, and we showed the castle that was it's the ruins of the castle that was Adelia Castle. This was the Huntington's castle. This is the Huntingtons. Anna Huntington was a very famous sculptor in her day, and she is responsible for some of the sculptures that are, not all, but some of the sculptures that are in this park. Part of their land was here, part of their land was in Huntington Beach State Park, so they actually had a lot of property and plantation, but this is a sculpture of the two of them. If you walk to the Lowcountry Zoo, they do have a beautiful main entrance right up there, but if you walk from the main section, you're going to end up at the barnyard area. They also have some other animals, not just the barnyard animals. We're going to get to those in a moment, but this is definitely a kid-friendly area, and some of the free tours they have here are also very kid-friendly, so if you're looking for that, I personally happen to love the barnyard animals as much as the other ones. She's got a little baby goat over there. Over here we've got the horses out having breakfast. So this group right here is doing one of the tours that I mentioned. Here's a close-up of some of the older goats. More mature, I should say. Like he's sort of juvenile, and that's definitely a more mature goat. So here's a sign about the spider. It's a golden silk orb weaver. These are not harmful to humans, but wow, are they huge. And the tiny one above her is a male. The sheep are all in here keeping cool. I can't blame them. It's a warm day today. Also got a couple of chickens, really pretty chickens. And then they also have a steer. He is right over there eating. More of these beautiful trees here in the zoo. So this was the main entrance, and it is beautiful, a beautiful main entrance to the zoo. The parking at the zoo is limited, so if you're here later in the day, you might want to consider taking the tram from the main parking lot or walking. If you're curious about the walk, did we say it's about a mile?
That's about a mile.
Yeah, it's about a mile. So if you have little ones, that might be a bit far, so you might want to take the tram or just get here early enough to get a parking spot. Also, that building I just showed has a restroom in it, so the zoo does have its own restroom. Brookgreen has restrooms as well. And let's talk about pricing while we're walking into the zoo here. So for adults at Brookgreen, it is $22. But like I mentioned, the tickets are good for 7 days as of the time of this recording. For children 3 and under, it's free. For children 4 to 12, it's $12. And they consider over 12 an adult. And for seniors 65 and over, it is $20. They also do have some other types of discounts. Also, if you know a member, which is like an annual pass holder, they can get you a discount. So definitely always look into those discounts if you're coming. We have now stepped into their aviary. This Lowcountry Zoo has animals that are from this area, and many of them have been rescued from, either car accident or other type of accident. So they're given this beautiful home. I mean, it's really over here, you can kind of see the netting, but it is so incredibly high with these big trees. So very nice natural habitat. Here's the otter exhibit. They also have a place where you can look at them inside as well. So see if we can see any outside. And here he is, or she. I know it's hard to see, but right up there in the tree is a fox. This is Red Wolf Ridge. This is a new exhibit, very new, within the last year. I can't always see them. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. It depends on the time of day. Like I said, since this is high noon, they're probably napping in the shade back there where we can't see them, but pretty fascinating animals. They've started reintroducing them in areas of North Carolina, just north of here. Over to the right side of this walkway, so the left is where the red wolf exhibit is. Over to the right is their deer exhibit. We have seen the deer a total of 1 time, and they were way back in those woods. So don't come here expecting to see deer. Just our warning from us to you. They are in there, we've seen them, but they are hard to spot. I guess you could play Where's Waldo with your kids trying to find the deer in the woods. But they have a beautiful bee exhibit up here. They actually have live bees, but they also have this beautiful art installation. And we were actually here when the artist was painting this, and we got to talk to him. It's a pretty fascinating program. Definitely look that up on their website for more information. But right over there where those people are, that is the beehive. Across from the Lowcountry Zoo, they have a children's play area with a lot of different cool buildings. There's some fun interactive activities inside of them. Definitely something to check out if you are here with small children. This building that is closed right here is their beautiful butterfly pavilion. It was damaged during a storm, not a hurricane, just a regular old storm, pretty early in the summer season, and it has been closed for this season. Hopefully they will reopen it next season. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.